Hello, this is Gurkin. I'm one of Acoustic Guitar's senior editors, and I'm here with the Belkin GoStudio today. The Belkin GoStudio is a device that you can use to record CD quality 16-bit audio on your iPod. It works with most current iPods, doesn't work with an iPhone or an iPod Touch and some older iPods, but most iPod Classics, iPod Minis, it works with. The iPod slips right into the Belkin GoStudio, and it immediately turns the iPod into a stereo recorder. The Belkin GoStudio has stereo microphones built right into it. They're actually movable, so depending on how you're sitting or you're positioning yourself, whether you're recording yourself or recording somebody else, you can position the mics accordingly. It also has combined XLR and quarter-inch inputs for microphones or instruments. It has mini jacks, inputs and outputs, headphone outputs. The unit has a built-in speaker so that you can monitor your recordings right away and listen back to them. It also has a input level dial so you can get your signals to the right level without overdriving or giving it too weak a signal. And accordingly, it also has a set of LEDs to meter your levels, metering lights. It has some sliders to select the general input strength. You can get it to high, low, or auto levels, which basically means it has a built-in limiting function so you don't overdrive the signal. And has a low-cut filter, which can come in handy if you're recording bass-heavy signals, for example. It has a source slider that selects whether you're using the internal microphones, external microphones through the stereo inputs, or the stereo mini jack. The unit runs on batteries, and you can also mount it to a tripod. It's a regular camera tripod, which could be quite handy. They make little mini tripods. You could set it up at a table, or you can just set it right in front of you with its built-in stand. The Belkin GoStudio records 16-bit 44 kilohertz audio files, which are CD quality. It records to WAV files, which you can easily import into your iTunes on your computer, just like you would interface your iPod, copying other kinds of music to it. And you can then process these files in other audio programs, or just play them through iTunes, turn them into MP3s for emailing, putting on a website. It's really excellent for podcasting as well. The unit has a street price of $99. So if you already own an iPod, it's a great way and an inexpensive way to get into high quality recording. So let's take a look at basic recording using the Belkin GoStudio. I have it set up about a foot in front of me on the guitar here, and I'm going to use the internal mics, which I have set to face myself here. And the first thing I need to do is set my levels. Right now I see the red lights blinking, and that means it's a little too hot. So I'm going to turn the input dial down. So it's probably good right there. Not getting into the red, just getting into the zeros up here. And to access the actual recording function on your iPod, you use the iPod itself. So you go into the menu of the iPod, you go into the voice memo function, which is how it's called in the iPod software. This is where you can choose high quality as well as a lower quality. And I'm choosing high quality here. And all you need to do at this point is hit start recording on the iPod, and it will save your file automatically. You can rename it later by importing it into iTunes. So I'm going to hit record on the iPod, and we'll record something and play it back to see what it sounds like. When you're done recording, you just hit stop. And at this point, I have the option to resume recording, to stop and save, or to delete the recording. I think I'm going to save what I just did, preserve it to memory, and at this point, I can just select that last recording, which it names by the time of the day that it was recorded at, and I should be able to hit play and hear it back. So you can see recording with the Belkin GoStudio is very easy, and the recording you heard, we actually imported into the video file so that you hear the quality that is attainable with this rather than just listen to the small speaker, which really is designed for monitoring purposes only, just so you can hear what's there. You would probably want to use headphones if you really wanted to know exactly all the details that you've just recorded. So all in all, the Belkin GoStudio is a great way to record some simple demos, some things for podcasts, some tunes for your website or your MySpace page. It's inexpensive, particularly if you already own an iPod, and it's very, very easy to use. So it's really an ideal way to get into recording. So for the full review of the Belkin GoStudio, check out acousticguitar.com or the January 2009 issue of Acoustic Guitar magazine. My name is Taya Gurkin. Thank you.